करुणानिधि त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणं त्वमेव सर्वं मम साई माता पिता गुरु बंधु सखा
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 तेरे चरणों में साई मेरा कोटि प्रणाम
राम कहो कृष्ण कहो ईश्वर अल्लाह साई कहो राम कहो कृष्ण कहो ईश्वर अल्लाह साई कहो बुद्ध कहो गुरु नानक कहो ज़ोराष्ट्र महावीर यीशु कहो बुद्ध कहो गुरु नानक कहो ज़ोराष्ट्र महावीर यीशु कहो राम कहो कृष्ण कहो ईश्वर अल्लाह साई युगावतार तुम हो विश्व शक्ति तुम हो सर्वधर्म प्रिय साई महेशा परब्रह्म तुम हो साई परब्रह्म तुम हो राम कहो कृष्ण कहो ईश्वर अल्लाह साई कहो राम कहो कृष्ण कहो ईश्वर अल्लाह साई बुद्ध कहो गुरु नानक कहो ज़ोराष्ट्र महावीर यीशु कहो राम कहो कृष्ण कहो ईश्वर अल्लाह साई कहो राम कहो कृष्ण कहो ईश्वर अल्लाह साई युगावतार तुम हो विश्व शक्ति तुम हो युगावतार तुम हो विश्व शक्ति तुम हो सर्वधर्म प्रिय साई महेशा सर्वधर्म प्रिय साई महेशा परब्रह्म तुम हो साई परब्रह्म तुम हो राम कहो कृष्ण कहो ईश्वर अल्लाह साई कहो
Om Shri Sai Ram. To the one who is eternal, without birth or death, yet descended on earth for the ascension of mankind. To the one who is beyond all names and forms, and yet embodies all names and forms.
To the one who always remained detached, yet whose heart overflowed with love for all creation. To the one who is the embodiment of truth, goodness, and beauty, Satyam Shivam Sundaram.
To Bhagawan, Shri Sathya Sai Baba, we offer our deepest love, gratitude, and obeisance. Respected elders, esteemed guests, brothers and sisters seated here, and everyone watching us live from around the world, Sai Ram and a very good morning. And we take this opportunity to extend a very warm welcome to everyone on this momentous day as we commemorate the 98th year of the advent of Sathya Sai.
We collectively offer our salutations, love, and gratitude at the feet of Sadguru Shri Madhusudan Sai, the one who resonated with the life and teachings of Baba, so much so that he became a reflection of Baba in his very thought, word, and deed.
The one who's paving the way for a spiritual renaissance, and the one who embodies the same divine consciousness and has adorned the role of a Sadguru and is teaching us how to walk on the footsteps and the footprints of love and service.
The 23rd of November is celebrated as the day when that supreme consciousness descended as Sathya Sai, and quoting our Sadguru who says, "A man like God who came down to create God-like men on this day in 1926. Bhagawan Baba's life serves as a beacon of inspiration to each and every one of us as he propounded the concept of selfless service or seva for the sake of others.
Our ancient scriptures extol that selfless service is not just a charitable act, but a transformative practice that enriches both the giver and the receiver. It is in reaching out to others, understanding their struggles, and extending a helping hand that we discover the profound interconnectedness of all beings. And this he taught.
The emphasis on selfless service is deeply rooted in the understanding that true spirituality is not about withdrawing from the world, but rather actively participating in it with a heart full of love and a willingness to serve. Bhagawan Baba often reminded his devotees that service to humanity is in fact the highest form of worship.
We also welcome our dignitaries seated on the dais this morning. Our revered Sadguru Shri Madhusudan Sai, Shri K.H. Muniyappa, Honorable Minister for Food and Civil Supplies, Government of Karnataka.
Dr. Padma Subramaniam, legendary dancer and founder of Nrityodaya. Ustad Amjad Ali Khan Saab, legendary Sarod maestro.
Dr. Sunil Gavaskar, legendary cricketer and trustee, Shri Sathya Sai Sanjeevani Hospitals. Dr. C. Sreenivas, chairman of the global chain of the Shri Sathya Sai Sanjeevani Hospitals. And Shri B.N. Narasimhamurthy, Chancellor, Shri Sathya Sai University for Human Excellence.
We will commence the proceedings with Vedic invocation by the boy students of the Shri Sathya Sai University for Human Excellence. They will chant verses from the Ishavasya Upanishad.
श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ॐ ईशावास्यमिदगं सर्वं यत्किञ्च जगत्यां जगत् तेन त्यक्तेन भुञ्जीथा मा गृधः कस्य स्विद्धनम् कुर्वन्नेवेह कर्माणि जिजीविषेच्छदगुं समाह एवं त्वयि नान्यथेतोऽस्ति न कर्म लिप्यते नरे असुर्यानामते लोका अन्धेन तमसावृताः तागुंस्ते प्रेत्याभिगच्छन्ति ये के च आत्महनो जनाः अनेजदेकं मनसो जवीयो नैनद्देवा आप्नुवन् पूर्वमर्षत तद्धावतोऽन्यानत्येति तिष्ठत्तस्मिन् नपो मातरिष्वा दधाति तदेजति तन्नेजति तद्दूरे तद्वन्तिके तदन्तरस्य सर्वस्य तदु सर्वस्यास्य बाह्यतः यस्तु सर्वाणि भूतान्यात्मन्येवानुपश्यति सर्वभूतेषु चात्मानन्ततो न विजुगुप्सते यस्मिन् सर्वाणि भूतान्यात्मैवाभूद्विजानतः तत्र को मोहः कः शोक एकत्वमनुपश्यतः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः हरिः ॐ तत्सत् श्री साईश्वरार्पणमस्तु।
Bhagawan Baba believed that this body has been given to all of us as a tool to serve one another. He encouraged us to use our physical capabilities, our mental faculties, and our emotional strength to alleviate the suffering of others. In doing so, he emphasized the importance of seeing the divine in every individual, fostering a sense of unity and compassion.
Baba always remarked, "My life is my message," and his life epitomized the singular message of pure, unconditional love that translated as selfless service to all. Therefore, it is only fitting for us to observe this day as Seva Divas and carry forward his true legacy through more service to many more people.
As part of the various healthcare projects initiated by Sadguru Shri Madhusudan Sai, the Sai Swasthya Wellness Centers are an initiative to take primary healthcare to the doorstep of rural households. Over the last 1 year, 7 centers have been set up in Karnataka, Telangana, Andhra Pradesh, and West Bengal. And each center has a healthcare worker stationed to provide holistic guidance and care through screening, consultation, diagnostics, counseling, and therapeutics.
On this auspicious day, we are very happy to share that 5 more new centers will commence services in the district of Chikbalapur. May we now invite Dr. Fanindra, Associate Professor, Department of Public Health Medicine, to pray to Sadguru for the virtual inauguration of these 5 centers. These centers can be located on Google Maps for easy search, and they are situated at Dibburalli, Shidilghata Taluk, Yeluvalli, Chikbalapur Taluk, Manchenalli Taluk, Vidurashwata, Gauribidnur Taluk, Hampsandra in Gudibande Taluk. And as we can see on the screen, we have the live feed coming in from these various new centers. And we can see the patients are already receiving care from the healthcare workers and from the doctors through telemedicine. This will not only make healthcare affordable but also accessible by greatly reducing travel costs to visit a hospital in person.
Last month, Sadguru had inaugurated a Sai Swasthya Center at Kajipalam in Bapatla district in Andhra Pradesh and had announced that by next Dashera, it would grow into a mother and child hospital with operating theatres and inpatient services. And this morning, as we speak, the Bhumi Puja for the 40-bed hospital is underway, and these are a few glimpses from the Bapatla Bhumi Puja that is underway right now. And this project is being supported by various like-minded individuals, including Shri Karuna Raju, an entrepreneur and businessman from Bapatla, who has been inspired by Baba's teachings and has been associated with this mission.
Spiritual insights gained from divine discourses and talks transcend time and cultural boundaries. They serve as guiding lights for millions of people around the world. And translators play a pivotal role in preserving, interpreting, and disseminating the divine message. Their work serves as a bridge connecting individuals from diverse backgrounds to the rich tapestry of spiritual insights that have the power to transform lives.
Since 2012, the Shri Sathya Sai Premamrutha Prakashana, the Books and Publications Division, has published over 900 works, including books, booklets, audiobooks, monthly magazines, and Kindle e-books. Today, the Sai Prakashana team seeks the blessings of Sadguru for the launch of 31 publications in 19 major world languages and 1 Indian language, comprising of 26 books and 5 audiobooks.
The first book for release this morning is Uvacha Volume 16, jointly translated into Chinese by team members from Malaysia and Singapore. Representatives from Croatia will next present the translation of Uvacha Volume 16 in Croatian. In Dutch, we have Uvacha Volume 13 and Uvacha Audiobook Volume 13 for release by the team from the Netherlands, published by Sai Anandam, Netherlands.
Next, we have Spirituality 101 in French, which will be presented by the team from France, published by Editions Amour Universelle. The team from Germany has translated Sadguru Speaks Volume 1 into German, published by O.M. Verlag. Now, representatives from Greece will present God Management in Greek, published by Trimegesistos Publishing.
The team from Italy has translated Master the Mind Volumes 1 to 4 into Italian, and this is published by Sai Prema Publication. Up next from Japan is the offering of Uvacha Volume 10 in Japanese. In Kannada, the team has translated 2 books, Sadguru Speaks Volume 3 and Sanatana Dharma Simplified Part 3, published by Sai Prakashana. The team from Lithuania has translated Uvacha Volume 18 into Lithuanian, published by Sai Prema.
The representative from Nepal will present the translation of Uvacha Volume 9 into Nepali, published by the Society for Selfless Service. In Polish, we have Uvacha Volume 19, Sadguru Speaks Volume 2 and Uvacha Audiobooks Volume 15, 16, 17 and 18, presented by the team from Poland, published by Mr. Prema. Up next from Brazil is the offering of Uvacha Volume 12 and God Management translated into Portuguese, and this has been published by Associação Coracos. The team from Russia has translated Uvacha Volume 16 into Russian, published by Prema Publishing House.
We now have the representative from Serbia offering Uvacha Volume 3 translated into Serbian, published by Udrusene Sanatana Dharma. In Sinhala, we have the representative for Sri Lanka presenting Uvacha Volume 8. From Slovenia, the offering is Uvacha Volume 13, translated into Slovenian, published by Društvo Uvacha.
Next is the collaborative work by the teams from Argentina and Spain with Uvacha Volume 10 translated into Spanish, published by Fundación Sai Prema and Education for Human Values in Argentina. In Turkish, we have Uvacha Volume 18 presented by the team from Turkey, published by Prema Publishing.
On this auspicious occasion, we have 4 new releases in the English language. First, we have Shri Sathya Sai Uvacha Volume 20, consisting of divine discourses delivered by Bhagawan Shri Sathya Sai Baba in the Subtle between July 2018 and July 2019. This marks the final volume in the Shri Sathya Sai Uvacha series, with subsequent discourses released under the Sadguru Speaks series from the momentous Guru Purnima day of July 16, 2019, the day of Shri Madhusudan Sai's ascension. The Sai Prakashana team expresses heartfelt gratitude to Mr. Isaac Tigret who paved the way for the inception of the Sri Sathya Sai Uvacha series, starting with the first public discourse delivered at Kodaikanal in May 2014.
The next offering is Sadguru Speaks Volume 3, a compilation of discourses delivered by Shri Madhusudan Sai between August and September 2019, which includes discourses within India and during his travels abroad. Augmenting the Bhagavad Gita volumes 1 to 4, a summary by Shri Madhusudan Sai released during Guru Purnima last year. And Sai Prakashana presents Bhagavad Gita Sugita Sarita, a book consisting of verses from the sacred Bhagavad Gita with word-for-word definitions, translations, and explanations.
We now have Sanatana Dharma Simplified Part 3, authored by Sadguru Shri Madhusudan Sai. It is a treasure trove of eternal truths from seekers and sages of yore, handed down as a spiritual legacy to serve as a guiding philosophy with practical applications for day-to-day living. All members of the Global Sai Prakashana team offer their collective love and gratitude to Sadguru for this blessed opportunity as instruments in his mission. Let us all recognize the enduring impact of their service, which resonates in the hearts and minds of those who seek wisdom and enlightenment.
May we now request Shri K.H. Muniyappa ji to address all of us, elected as Member of Parliament from Kolar constituency for 7 consecutive terms. He currently serves as the Minister for Food and Civil Supplies, Government of Karnataka. Shri Muniyappa ji.
ಶ್ರೀ ಮಧುಸೂದನ ಸಾಯಿ ಸ್ವಾಮೀಜಿಯವರ ಪಾದಪದ್ಮಗಳಿಗೆ ನನ್ನ ಸಾಷ್ಟಾಂಗ ನಮಸ್ಕಾರಗಳನ್ನು ತಿಳಿಸ್ತಾ, ಈ ದಿನ ಸಾಯಿಬಾಬಾ ಅವರ ಜನ್ಮದಿನವಾಗಿ ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಲು ನನಗೆ ಅವಕಾಶ ಮಾಡಿಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಕ್ಕೆ ಸ್ವಾಮಿಗಳಿಗೆ ಮತ್ತು ಈ ಸಂಸ್ಥೆಗೆ ನಾನು ಹೃತ್ಪೂರ್ವಕವಾದಂಥ ಧನ್ಯವಾದಗಳನ್ನು ತಿಳಿಸ್ತೀನಿ. ಈ ಕಾರ್ಯಕ್ರಮದಲ್ಲಿ ಭಾಗವಹಿಸಿರುವ in this August gathering, the birthday of Sai Baba, in this occasion, the world famous figures, those who are present here to take blessings of Madhusudana Sai ji, Amjad Khanji is a Padma Vibhushan Award, one of the famous person in the whole world. His song Saroda is one of the famous person who is in the world. Sunil Gavaskar, everybody knows the cricket, and he has got Padma Bhushana, and he is also world figure. Dr. Padma Subramaniam, one of the famous dancer present here to take the blessings of Swamiji, Narasimhamurthy Annavare, Hagu Sreenivas Murthy. Ladies and gentlemen, students, it is a great opportunity to participate. Today, a wonder for me to see all the countries who are participating. And whatever the message to give to the world, I was an arts graduate. I have seen the history of the Ashoka the Great and Akbar the Great. Those who are message given to peace, love and affection to all the religions. Ashoka sent a message with his family persons to Sri Lanka and other neighboring countries. The Buddhism is one of the most lovable, affectionable, that is one which gives peace to the world, humankind. Like Akbar the Great was also affection with all the religions. He cannot discriminate on the religions. That's why he is called the Akbar the Great. This I have seen, I have studied as an arts graduate. I am recollecting these things because what has given by Sai Baba, that message has been established and expanded 100 times by Madhusudan Swamiji to the whole world. Ashoka the Great, Akbar the Great, some of the areas, some of the countries. But I have seen today that the message given to the love all, serve all, to the whole world, it is a surprise for me in so many languages that Upasana is going to spread all over the world in this occasion. I was not expected to establish this by Madhusudan Swamiji. And I have seen the Puttaparthi Baba with the Margdarshan of Narasimhamurthy and I have seen and Baba is blessed with a ring. Several times after I lost that ring. The first time I came to here to meet Madhusudan Swamiji, he called me, took me to the Chikbalapura, Vapsandra, girls' school, that Union Day. When I was speak on this issue, I don't want to say I have lost the ring because the student may feel such a precious thing he has been lost. That's why I hide that one to tell. But Narasimhamurthy is, and I think that he has kept this one. But I don't say that I have lost. But unfortunately, I could not able to express this should not give a wrong message to the students. After my speech, I came to take the blessings of Madhusudan Swamiji Swamiji told me, you have lost the ring, you take this ring. This is the surprise. This is the surprise happened. This is the miracle. That's why the inspiration and blessings, this is the Pratirupa of Sai Baba. He is going with a 100-kilometer speed to establish the peace and love in the whole country. With these messages, I think it paved the way for the whole rest of the caste and creed. The whole religions can realize they are feeling that our religion is high, our religion is more powerful, like that. The whole world consisting Christians, Muslims, Hindus, Parsis, Sikh, Jains, all these things. But majorly, the Christians, Muslims, Hindus. But this is the area where I have visited this place when Puttaparthi Baba has laid the foundation for that building backside. The message which Madhusudan Swamiji is giving to the country and the world, now we have to understand. Religions are made by the human beings. There is no difference between the religions or caste and creed for the God. That was spread over the world by Madhusudan Swamiji. We the people are grateful where we are sitting here. This is most important area. Puttaparthi Babaji has started a super specialty hospital, the first of its kind in the whole country, that the free service, free operations, that to heart operations. Today, the commercial hospitals, minimum 5 to 25 lakhs, they are taking for the operations. This is the situation where thousands of heart operations take place in Puttaparthi, at the same at Whitefield. The same line, today Swamiji started here hospital. This first of its kind in this country, that the free medical college, free hospital to the humankind, this is the first of it. As far as my knowledge, I have seen more than 10 to 15 countries in the world. I have never seen such service and a contribution to the humankind. I think it is the first of its kind. I pray God to give more strength to Madhusudan Swamiji. He himself is a God, there is no difference about it. That's why I know. And otherwise nobody can do it. When starting there is no money, he has started the hospital. Sarla is a great lady. She has contributed. We never expected the whole hospital she herself has taken, like medical college. Now, again 400-bed hospital is coming, you don't know. Money is not with Narasimhamurthy knows. There is no money at here. But it will come itself, and it will be completed in 1 year. 1 year, the hospital, 400-bed hospital is also coming. This is the God's grace, and this is for the humankind. War was selfless service to the humankind, that the God is paved the way and contribute to the welfare of the humankind. I am really surprised today. I have got 3, 4, 5 programs today. I have stopped all these things. I said my programs will start after 12 o'clock. This day, I cannot miss this occasion. I came here to be with you because we are all here. Each and every one is contributing. Those who are studies here, they are all coming and studying. One surprise is there. On the directions of Madhusudan Sai ji, he is like my son, Dr. Satish, who served here. Swami has called him. He forgot on BGS hospital. He came and joined to serve for the year. This is the greatness. The students who are studied here, they should voluntarily come and to serve for the humankind. That is also greatness and the blessings of Sai. I am really happy today. I have no words to tell more than this, but I will also seek blessings. I am also planning in this direction. I will talk to my Chief Minister. Let at least education and health should be free to the whole mankind. It will be more better than all other programs. Then only we have to see the equality on the humankind. Very poor people have got the talents, but there is no opportunity. Here is an opportunity for those who are really deserving. The poor people get the opportunity to serve here, to get the admissions for this one. This is one of the great service. There is no words to say this one. I will convey to my Chief Minister on this occasion, and I also convey this, so many important dignitaries on the dais. They are all contributing and they are serving for the humankind on the basis of Baba. Today, the one thing I have to tell to the audience, we have to serve all by blessings of God. But each student should follow Satish, Dr. Satish. There is no need others to come to Sarod to hear. The students for all the departments, not only medical, all the department, all the colleges, you can able to serve, then there is no point of problem for the organization. Take the blessings of the Babaji and you serve all. That will be the great service in this country. Taking money, making all facilities, luxuries, it cannot come with me or with you. But the only service what we are under to the humankind, that will come to you. That's why we all to follow what Madhusudan Sai ji tell, that we have to follow, and we will abide by his direction to serve the humankind. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir. May we now invite Dr. Sunil Gavaskar ji to share a few words. Former international cricketer, popular commentator and columnist, Gavaskar ji today serves as an ambassador of hope for thousands of needy children with congenital heart disease through the Sai Sanjeevani hospitals. Dr. Sunil Gavaskar ji, please.
Om Sai Ram. With humble sashtang namaskar at the lotus feet of our Bhagawan, Shri Sathya Sai Baba. November 23rd is always one of the happiest days of our lives, because that is the day Bhagawan came down to earth, to spread love, and to tell us also to spread love and to serve humanity. At the start of every year, when our diary comes out or our calendar comes out, there are a few dates that we look up. We look up our own birthday, we look up our wife and our family's birthdays, and we look up 23rd November. And we see what day of the week it is. Is it a Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday? And put your hand on your hearts and tell me that when we see just November 23rd in that diary or calendar that we have in our hands, don't we feel just a sense of joy, just a sense of happiness when we see that? Because it is just impossible to describe what this day means to all of us. It is a day where we once again renew our determination to try and do the best we can for our fellow human beings. Some of us are blessed to be in a position to do so. Some of us perhaps not as blessed. But at the same time, we are always looking to do something for our neighbor, for somebody with us. And that is what we are on this earth for. Bhagawan, Sri Sathya Sai showed the way. He opened up a couple of super speciality hospitals. Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai is going even more. It is not just the hospitals, but the education institutions that are coming through. The institutions that will serve mankind. Free education. Where in the world is free medical education given to rural children? Nowhere. But this is to make sure that the rural areas which do not have the facility will be served. And I think that is the need of the hour. As the Honorable Minister said, what is perhaps most important, rather than building places of worship, is building education institutions, health institutions, because these are the ones that will go on to serve our fellow human beings. These are the ones that will make the lives of our fellow human beings that much easier. I'm blessed to be able to play a small part under the guidance of Sadguru. And I can tell you that this gives me much more joy than my earlier career of having been blessed again to represent my country. It was an incredible privilege, it was an incredible honor, believe me, to be able to be amongst the many, fortunate 13, 14, 16, amongst the many millions to be able to play for your country. But that playing for the country came about with the blessings of Bhagawan Sri Sathya Sai. That gave me a platform to be able to now come here and to speak to you all and to urge you, to beseech you, to try, you all are doing, but to try and do even more, to love all and to serve all. That is what we are here now. We all have our careers. Once our careers come to an end, I think where we have made sure that our loved ones, our families are all taken care of, I think now is the time to look at giving back to society. And I'm really blessed that I've got this wonderful opportunity to do so under the guidance of Sadguru. And I look forward to continue to serve. Today is the 98th anniversary of Bhagawan Sri Sathya Sai. 3 of his sayings always stand out. Help ever, hurt never. Hands that work are better than lips that pray. And love all, serve all. And I think if we can do that, then we will do a lot more than what we think we are doing, because that is really the essence of what living is all about. Today there is so much of strife in the world, so much of conflict, and I do hope that somewhere in this conflict, the words love all, serve all will come through. And by the time we celebrate the centenary of Bhagawan Sri Sathya Sai's ascension here on earth, we will have peace all over the world. Thank you all. Om Sai Ram.
Our next speaker is Dr. C. Sreenivas, Chairman of the Shri Sathya Sai Health and Education Trust, spearheading under the divine guidance the Shri Sathya Sai Sanjeevani Hospitals, the world's largest chain of pediatric cardiac hospitals without billing counters. He came to Baba at the tender age of 13 years and was at the helm of both the hospitals at Puttaparthi and Whitefield, which were established by Baba.
From corners of the world which we cannot even fathom to know, souls our comprehension will not allow us to even think of, all gathered today in celebration of that great advent that took place 98 years ago. Most revered Madhusudan Sai Guruji, respected dignitaries on the dais, sisters and brothers, and millions of pilgrims on this journey of life. This great advent was truly the advent of a presence, which is a continued presence that lives every moment. What do we celebrate as a birthday? And especially when we say the birthday of Sathya Sai. It is a celebration of that advent and that presence within each and every one of our hearts. So what really is a celebration is, my dear sisters and brothers, is a celebration of that birth within each one of us. That is why this becomes so dear and so soul-touching. There are birthdays and birthdays, but there is only one advent of that continued presence which on this day we announce the presence within our own lives. When our own lives become a manifestation of that continued presence that Sathya Sai is truly more than the birthday of our physical forms. That becomes our life, and that was what was Sathya Sai's life when he was in the physical body. For somebody, if I might be permitted to say, who lived at his bedside, at his beck and call for over 42 years, in extreme close physical proximity, I was privy to thousands and millions of experiences that I was fortunate to have with that great phenomenon of Sathya Sai. I would share with you one which is very close in akin to dear Sadguru Madhusudan Sai. My dear sisters and brothers, the first visit Sri Sathya Sai made physically out of Puttaparthi was to the city of Madras, now Chennai. He was just out of his teens when he went to the city of Madras by motor car. And I'm recounting an experience which he shared directly amongst the thousands that he used to share with me. And he spoke with such joy of that little journey he made to the city of Madras. And what is of importance is that I believe the first sight that he saw in the city of Madras, when there was a large congregation of people, and it was unruly. It almost was like a mob. There was something very wrong at that sight. There was fierce argument and fight going on, all because everybody was fighting for one bucket of water to take home. So I believe he saw that sight. And then when he told a set of people, young lad of a Swami that he was, he said, one day I will give the city of Madras, give every citizen of Madras water to drink. I believe he said with a wicked smile in his life that people chided him. I believe elders told him, you are a young lad of a Swami. Do you know how big the city of Madras is? And how will you give water to these millions of citizens of Madras and now Chennai? And then on the first anniversary, when he made that announcement that I will give water to the city of Chennai, it was received with admiration and disbelief. And lo and behold, the greatest act of drinking water provided by one physical entity on the face of this earth was by Sri Sathya Sai to the city of Chennai. Never before and possibly never after, for a lad who was admonished that you should not make statements like that. Today, every glass of water a citizen drinks, and to parch and quench his thirst comes from that little belief of Sathya Sai to do. Sisters and brothers, this Advent and birthday today in our hearts teaches us what Sathya Sai always taught us, to have a heart that feels, to have a mind that envisions, to have a capacity that ceaselessly endeavors, and to have a will that Sadguru is now exhibiting to achieve. And that is what is the celebration of Sadguru, Madhusudan Sai and Sathya Sai. May God all bless us with this birthday, which is our own birthday, the birth of that continued presence of Sathya Sai in our lives. This is what this birthday is about. God bless.
We now request Shri B. N. Narasimhamurthy, Chancellor, Shri Sathya Sai University for Human Excellence, to share a few words. Having served as warden at various educational institutions of Bhagawan Baba, he authored volumes 5, 6 and 7 of Baba's biography. He also serves as the chief mentor of Shri Sathya Sai Lokaseva Gurukulam group of educational institutions.
With deep love and reverence and gratitude, I remember our Lord and Master, Bhagawan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, and offer my loving pranams at the lotus feet of Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai, who fills the vacuum which was created by the physical exit of Baba today. Sadguru, in fact, reminds us of Sri Sathya Sai Baba every moment by the way he has offered himself to further the mission of Baba. And we have three legends on the right side of Sadguru. Bringing together these three legends on one platform is the magic of love of Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai. And I have my very dear and esteemed brothers on the left side of Sadguru. Brothers and sisters of the global family assembled here and watching us live. Very dear students, boys and girls. 12 years after we saw the most beautiful and magnificent physical form of Sathya Sai Baba, today we see the glorious signs of the Sai mission being led to its supreme and ultimate culmination and consummation by Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai. The Sai mission, spread over 3 centuries, has 3 phases. The first phase in the 19th century, triggered by the divine presence of Shri Sai. In the 20th century by Bhagawan Sri Sathya Sai, and in the 21st century by Sri Madhusudan Sai, is reaching its culmination, as it should always happen with the divine will, the divine sankalpa. Shri Sai gave one message to mankind. Sathya Sai gave one more message. I'm talking about the essential messages they gave. And today, Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai is giving another message. To sum up, Shri Baba said, declared, Allah Malik Ek Hai, as was enunciated by our very dear minister. There is only one God. Every religion has God, but God has no religion. Therefore, my dear children, don't fight in the name of God and religion. That was the essential message of Shri Sai. Sathya Sai, the essential message, most essential message, love all and serve all, based on the truth that there is only one religion, the religion of love. And the essential message of Sadguru Sri Madhusudan Sai is, which is most relevant for the world in conflict and strife, as was pointed out by our very dear Sunil Gavaskar, is Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam. one world, one family. Based on the fundamental spiritual truth, Aham Brahma, Sarvam Brahma, the divinity and unity of all existence. And these messages, all the three messages, were never so relevant as today, looking at what is happening in the world, especially in the Eastern Europe and Western Asia, where all the powerful countries from both East and West have stakes. Definitely the prayer of Sunil Gavaskar, that peace should prevail, should be answered by the divine. A statement which the famous British historian Arnold Toynbee made immediately after the Second World War has become more relevant when we are looking at a possible Third World War. All the three messages are very, very important. He said, at this supremely dangerous moment in the history of the world, there is only one way of salvation for mankind, that is the Indian way. That is the Indian way. Allah Malik Ek Hai, Lawal and Sarwal. One world, one family. That is the message of India, which today Sadguru Shri Madhusudan Sai is taking to every corner of the world. And Lawal and Sarwal today has a special significance. The significance is, Shri Baba gave a call that we have to transcend the boundaries of religion, caste and creed. And in this Lawal and Sarwal, we have a message that we have to cross the boundaries of nationalities also. Because national jingoism, which we find in the world today, the extreme nationalistic feelings always led to conflict. The First World War was a result of such national jingoism. The Second World War was also an effect of that kind of extreme national feelings. And today we have to transcend even the national boundaries and look at the world as one family. That is the message of Sadguru Shri Madhusudan Sai. The message of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, one earth, one family, one future, was very powerfully brought to the attention of the world during the G20 summit by our national government. And on a political platform, a world's political platform, this message of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam was proclaimed. But we have to understand that Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam is not a political ideology. It is a spiritual ideal. Unless we understand the spiritual significance of this statement, unless we experience the spiritual truth of oneness of all existence, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, one world, one family, will remain a cliche as it has remained in books of our country for thousands of years. It's a spiritual ideal. Only when mankind can grow spiritually, this principle of one world and one family can be practiced. And in today's world, if there is one person who has realized the oneness of all existence with the grace and guidance of Bhagawan Shri Sathya Sai Baba, and if he is putting this message of Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam into action in more than 30 countries of the world, and who is touching the hearts of people from all over the globe, it is Sadguru Shri Madhusudan Sai. That we need to understand, and understand the magnitude of blessing that is conferred on us. There is salvation for mankind only in this message. But uttering this message, offering lip service, is of absolutely no use. As Sunil Gavaskar ji said, we need to join the mission of service. Because we see in the history, as a student of history, I can see always the religions and the national boundaries have divided mankind. Only one thing which will not divide mankind is the message that Sadguru Shri Madhusudan Sai is giving to the world today, that God is nothing but love and spirituality is nothing but service. The whole world, all good people of the world should get together in the name of love and service. Love and service will never divide us. Compassion which emanates from the hearts of men lifts them up to the heights of the divine. And if Sadguru Shri Madhusudan Sai, as the minister said, that he has become God, it is because of his compassion. It is because of his limitless love. Ask our students, ask our boys and girls. Those who could not afford education, those who could not afford livelihood, not only them, Sadguru has assured, I will give support, lend support to all your families also, even your parents, and this kind of support, and especially education of the girl children and the empowerment of women was never ever done the way it is being done here. Let us all congratulate ourselves that we belong to the army of Sadguru Shri Madhusudan Sai and offer ourselves at his lotus feet so that the world will see peace, the world will see happiness. Nobody will be deprived of basic material needs of food, shelter, education, and healthcare facilities. Thank you very much, Sarod.
On behalf of all of us, may we please pray to Sadguru to bless us all with his divine message this auspicious morning.
అవతరించుటు ఎనుటిలో అర్థమేమి జనులపై ప్రీతి వాత్సల్య పరతతోడ వారి స్థాయికి దైవం బుద్ధికి వచ్చి జీవ ప్రజ్ఞతో బాటుగా దైవ ప్రజ్ఞ. This is what Bhagawan said about himself. What is the essence of a divine incarnation? Out of mercy, out of compassion for the mankind, the divine descends in all its glory, but also takes upon itself a physical, individual identity, Jiva Prajna. But not for a moment that incarnation forgets that it is supremely divine. We are all on the stage and off the stage. Many of us are singularly blessed because we have known such an avatar. We have seen such an avatar. We have been with such an avatar. We are guided and guarded by such an avatar. And today when we sit down in this beautiful, sacred space and contemplate on the magnitude of blessing that had come our way, that has come our way. Definitely, as most of the speakers said, words fail to explain. And as I sit here and look at all of you who have been drawn because of that love, that divinity, that selflessness of the avatar, I only see his reflection in each one of you. When I look at your eyes, I look at his eyes. When I see your smile, I see him smile. When I see you pray, I see him respond. And it is a sea of divinity that I experience when I sit here and look at all of you. God comes in many forms, many names, in many places at many times. Above me there are several gods, right from a fish god all the way to a human god, a prince, a sage, and so many of them. They all came at different times to fulfill different purposes. And so also Bhagawan came to fulfill his promise to the mankind. And he said, again as Narasimhamurthy said, Sreenivas said, at a very early age, he knew what he was here for. While the whole world was still guessing as to what was the purpose of his incarnation, whether he was an incarnation in the first place at all. In those days he wrote, why have I come here? Why have I come here? And he said in a letter to his own brother who was extremely worried about his safety. For many were against him, up in arms, because they thought this was a sacrilege for a young boy to declare himself as an incarnation. And they thought it was blasphemous and must be dealt with strictly. In those days when people set fire to his hut, poisoned his vadas, he wrote to his brother, I have come here for a particular purpose. Yet he said, Akhila Manavulaku Anandanamu Gurchi Rakshinchu Chundute Pratamunaku. I am here with a pledge, with a vow to save all mankind. Not just Hindus, not just Christians, not just Muslim, Buddhists or Jains or of certain countries and not the others. All mankind. I have come here to save them and give them highest joy, bliss, ananda. It's beyond pleasures and pains. Beyond Nanda and Ananda is Ananda. I have come here to give Ananda to everyone, irrespective of wherever they come from, whoever they are. Sadmargamunu veedi charinche varula cheypatti kaapadute deeksha naku. And this is my pledge, that whoever strays away from the noble path, for whatever reasons, I shall catch them by their hands and hold their hands and bring them back onto the right path, on the righteous path. And that was the promise he made to mankind. And third, which resonates so much with all of us today when we participate in his mission of service, Beda sadalakaina penudadala toleginchi lemine babute premanaku. What the poor people lack, granting them that is truly love to me. When he says love all, it goes with serve all. And he promised the world that I am here to serve. I am not here to rule, I am here to serve. And that is how he served all his life. And those who know him closely, as Sreenivas said, and all those who have seen and known him closely, they know that every moment of his life, the only thought that ever was in his mind was what else I can do for those who suffer? What else I can give to those who lack? How else can I put people on this righteous path and grant them the highest joy, the bliss of knowing the self? This was all that occupied his mind, his being, his time, his life, all the time. And being a very close witness to such a glorious personality as him is a privilege beyond all measures. And today when we celebrate a day like this, of his presence, continued presence, everlasting presence, we only have to bow down in all gratitude and humility for having been given this blessing, this great chance, this privilege to have known him, seen him. And even if you have not seen him, many of you are very young, might not have seen him, but still at least you know him now in some way or the other. That itself is a privilege. Manushyanam sahastreshu kaschit yatati siddhaye yatatamapi siddhanam kaschit mam vet tatvataha, says Bhagavan Krishna. Out of thousands of people, very few take to this righteous path. to this spiritual path. And those who take to this path, amongst them, very few, in fact, maybe a one or two, get to know me in my entirety, says Krishna. Many fall away, many leave the path, many abandon this pursuit on the way because it's difficult. But you have not given up. And that is what he wants from us. Don't give up. Keep walking on this path till you reach and merge in that divinity. That is the message, that is the idea of avatarhood. As somebody mentioned, God's descent is for man's ascent. When God comes in some form, He only is here to give us a taste of what divinity is like, to tell us about what it feels like when you are divine, so that we are inspired to walk in those footsteps and attain the highest. And that is what He also wants from each one of us. So today, while we can offer any number of words of gratitude, but I think one act of following Him will weigh more than all the words that we can ever speak in our entire life in gratitude to Him. An act of following Him, following His footsteps, is far more greater today than millions of words spoken. And all these people on the stage, some have spoken, some have not spoken, but all of them walk in His footsteps. And that is why they matter to the world today. And if you ask any of them, here or below who are sitting, what is the most important thing that has ever happened to you in your life, without winking their eyes, they will tell, it is knowing Bhagawan Shri Sathya Sai Baba and being blessed by him. That is the only single most prized thing that they have close to their hearts. Many of the children might not have had the privilege of seeing him, but let me tell you, he is simply pure, selfless love. You close your eyes and eat a sweet, you open your eyes and eat a sweet. It is the tongue that knows the taste, not the eyes. Whether you have seen him physically or not seen him physically, it is secondary. To know him is to taste him, is to taste pure, selfless love. And that is how God tastes. He tastes like the pure, selfless love that you feel in your heart. So if you feel that, you feel God. It's as simple as that. It's a small family, not small family anymore, though it's a big world family that we are a part of. And he was always keen on teaching us about our self-realization. Service was the means to self-realization. It was not to end there. Service was to purify our minds so that we can realize God within ourselves. And that is the idea why he always insisted upon service, service, service. Love all, serve all, help ever, hurt never. It was all because that would lead us to our true goal of knowing our true self. And in those early days of this mission, as most of you know, one day, as I was sitting, and he would appear and sit on a chair in front of me, and we would have a conversation for hours on various spiritual topics. One day, I got a question and I asked him, "Where do you come from? Because you just come like this in a trice. You don't take any time. Where do you come from?" And I expected the answer would be, I came from Puttaparthi, I came from Vrindavan, I came from Kailash or Vaikunta or something like that, which we would be happy to hear. But you know what he said? He said, "I have come from within you. That's why I don't take any time." I did not understand. Within me? How is that possible? I am I, you are you. Within me, I was wondering. And then he said, "Yes, from within you. Because I am not different from you. I am you," he said. It was probably not the time for us to understand the depth of what he said. But today, many years later, I do understand, I do experience that. And that is what I mean to say, that divinity can take any name, any form, in any place to achieve what it wants to achieve. It can come from anywhere, including within you, to guide you, to inspire you, to motivate you, to do what you are meant to do, to achieve the purpose of your life. While he came, he wrote down his purpose, his mission statement. at a very young age. He was in teens still. That I am here to give ananda to all mankind and protect them. I am here to take them to the right path by holding their hand. I am here to grant the poor and the suffering what they lack. And that is how I want to show my love to them. That was his purpose when he was here. But each one of us is also having a purpose with which we have been sent. And he helps us achieve our purpose also by becoming our Sarathi, by becoming our charioteer, our guide, and coming from where? Not from some faraway place, but from within us as our own self. He manifests in many ways, in many forms, in many places, just to help us fulfill our purpose on this earth, which ultimately would lead us all to the same goal of realization of who we truly are. But then paths are different, and each one of us must take our path to reach the same goal. Somebody's path would be public service like Muniyappa. Somebody's path would be like education like Narasimhamurthy ji. Somebody's path might be healthcare like Sreenivas. Somebody's path might be music like our Amjad Sahib ji. Somebody's path can be sports like Sunil ji. Somebody's path can be dance like Padma ji. But all of them are fulfilling the purpose for which they are born, and all these purposes are guided by the same one divine consciousness alone, which takes many shapes, many names, many forms in order to help us achieve our purpose. So my purpose was to serve mankind. And that is being achieved because of him being around, guiding and guarding us. And I had not prayed much. As a student, I had only asked one thing. When he asked me once, I said, I want to serve you till there is the last drop of blood in my body. This is what I had told. I didn't even know whether I meant it. But that is what is the truth. And that was the purpose which even I did not know, maybe till 10 years ago. But that is the purpose he's helping me achieve. So how do we achieve all these things? Because that is the purpose for which we were born. It's just that we did not know it. We did not have the courage to do it. We did not have the strength, inner strength to achieve it. But with his presence, as a constant divine charioteer, as a guide, all this strength comes to us. And so also it is for all the billions of people who may not know him as Bhagawan Shri Sathya Sai Baba. He still, as the same divine consciousness, guides so many more people. In fact, all the people around the world. Provided we listen to it, provided we lend our ears, provided we submit ourselves and surrender our minds to that divine supreme consciousness. And that consciousness starts guiding us. We know him as Bhagawan Shri Sathya Sai Baba. Somebody knows that same consciousness as Ma Durga. Somebody knows the same consciousness as Bhagavan Vishnu or Buddha or Jesus or Allah, whichever way. It is the same one divine consciousness which guides everybody on their purpose, provided we submit and surrender to it. And that is all we need to do at this point in time. Submit ourselves, surrender ourselves to whichever way you connect and you feel that the divine consciousness exists for you. Everybody's path is right. Nobody is wrong. Muniyappa ji said in many ways. All religions are there. They're all paths. They're not goals. Goal is only one, that one God consciousness. Paths are so many. And each path is right as long as it is leading to the same goal, not taking us away from it. So you can be a dancer, you can be God. You can be a cricketer, you can be God. You can be a musician, you can be a God. You can be a politician, you can be a God. You can be an educationist, you can be a God. You can be a healthcare worker and you can be a God. You can be a teacher, a spiritual teacher, and you can be a God. You can be a sweeper, a gatekeeper, a doctor, tailor, driver, anybody, a homemaker, and you can still be God. That is the message of our dharma. That is the message of Bhagawan. And today, the best flower of gratitude that we can place at his feet is to commit ourselves to this idea that we shall not stop till we realize ourselves. Let it be through sports, let it be through music or healthcare, education, service, spirituality, whatever be the path, we shall not stop. Uttishtata jagrata prapyavaran nibodhata. Arise, awake and stop not till the goal is reached. That is the message. And that is what he teaches us, because in his life he never stopped. What he decided to do, for the betterment of all. He kept on working towards it, come what may, whatever be the challenges, whatever be the difficulties, he never gave up. And his love achieved everything. And this is what we have learned from him. If you truly love, then love does everything. You simply learn how to love. And then love has all the power in itself to achieve whatever it wants to achieve. You simply become an instrument of that love. The important thing is we learn to love like he loves. We learn to serve like he serves. And everything will be achieved, our purpose will be achieved. And as I always mention, do not ever underestimate your potential, because you are divine, you are that. And this is what we have learned from him. This is what we have learned from all the scriptures, and this is the time to practice that. So we will celebrate many more events, avatarhood days, many more of these birthdays, but every time we must remind ourselves that we have committed to this path and we shall not deviate, we shall not stop. We shall not abandon this pursuit of knowing who we are. And through various ways, through all our paths and purposes, we shall achieve the same goal. The coming years are going to be extremely glorious. What has happened so far is not even the game has not even begun. What is coming next is glorious. And this idea of world peace, this idea of harmony, brotherhood, fraternity will be achieved in our lifetimes, but not through politics, not through wars, not through economics, not through trade and commerce. It will be achieved only through spirituality, and we as an institution will be at the forefront of leading the world towards that glorious future where every man feels they are part of the same family. And this is not an overstatement. This is not something, an audacious statement out of place. No, it is the truth. It is plain, simple truth. This message will guide the world. And in your own lifetime, at least many young people are there, at least in their lifetime, they will see that the world will be a peaceful place. After all the storm of the wars and conflicts and all that is done, finally there will rise a sun of spirituality which will bring light to the dark corners of the world and heal the world of the sufferings that it is going through. There will be many more divine beings, selfless beings who will take care that the rest of the world gets what they deserve. And those three statements of Bhagawan, the mission statement, will become the mission statement of the whole world, to give joy to all, irrespective of whoever they are, to keep everybody on the righteous path, and to provide the poor and the needy with whatever they lack. This will become global, universal mission statements for all people in the future. Many may not know that this originated from a small hamlet where a young lad wrote a letter to his brother, committing himself to a lifelong of service and life of love for all mankind. They may not know where this idea came from, but they will nevertheless will be living this idea in the future, and you will see that. But our institutions and this mission has a very big role to play in achieving this. And as Muniyappa ji was telling, it's up to you to take this responsibility and offer yourself to achieving this great vision. And I really bless and I really wish that each one of you, as a tribute to Bhagawan on this very sacred day, would take to this path and never deviate. Never stop, but keep walking. And this prayer, I also would like to welcome some of the awardees who are here. This afternoon they will be receiving awards in Bhagawan's name for the good that they are doing. They are walking the same path. As I said, they may not know that origins of all these lie in a place where a young boy said the way to live one's life is to love and serve. But they are also loving and serving in their own way. They are all women who have worked in rural areas, who took to this path, and despite challenges, they continue to serve the people. So we are celebrating them in Bhagawan's name. This afternoon we will be having a meeting. I cannot speak for longer because I have to vacate the stage for the next function which needs to be arranged for. But I will again speak to you in the afternoon for some time. Till then, Uttishtata, Jagrata, Prapya Varan Nibodhata. Arise, awake, and stop not till the goal is reached. That will be our gratitude. Very happy. Many blessings to all of you.
शयना ओम जय जगदीश हरे ओंकार रूप ओजस्वी साई महादेवा सद्गुरु साई महादेवा मंगल आरती मंगल आरती मंगल गिरिधारी ओम जय जगदीश हरे नारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण नारायण ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण नारायण ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा नारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण नारायण ओम नारायण नारायण ओम सत्यनारायण नारायण ओम नारायण नारायण ओम जय सद्गुरुदेवा शांति 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 समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु शांति 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 जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय बोलो सद्गुरु श्री मधुसूदन साई जी की जय
Sai Ram. Due to the arrival of the Honorable Governor, this